Hey, what's going on there, YouTube? This is Blake of Blake's Game Room, and this is, of course, the Blake's Game Room podcast. I'd like to welcome everybody back to episode 3. Thank you, everybody, listening to episode 1 and 2. We're loving all the feedback that we're getting. And today's special co-host is none other than Mr. Cody Ash. How are you, sir?
Good, man. Thanks for having me back.
Hey, I love having you, man. You're my favorite one to work with because we've got that unity. We got that same shit going down, man. So love having you on when you can. So
bro love,
what's been going on?
Bro love.
Bro. Oh man. So what's been going on lately with you, sir?
Not much, man. Not much at all. Just playing some games. How about you?
Same. Just got done eating some dinner.
Yeah,
and had some pot roast. Good shit.
Fuck you, dude.
Why is that, Cody? What did you have for dinner tonight?
Bro, you're over there fucking rubbing it in my face, having all this nice pot roast and all this. And all I had was a fucking brownie. Be more specific, I'm on my third cup of coffee, and I ate a half a pan of brownies, because that's all I got. Not all I got. I've got frozen cod in the freezer, but that's not sounding so right now.
You got some good cod, huh?
But I didn't have any brownie, just any brownie. No, I had the one and only Kodiak Cakes Big Bear brownies.
Oh, you had to bring in the Big Bear. Oh man, and ain't no Where Deer brownies, isn't there?
No Where Deer. They're Kodiak Cakes.
Okay. That's getting close though to Where Deer status, man.
That's good shit. They sell those at Costco, so you know if they sell them at Costco, they gotta be good.
Or do you live at Costco?
Oh, I fucking hate Costco.
That makes no sense.
It's a store filled with stay-at-home moms with constant resting bitch face. They don't smile. They don't nod. You walk past them, they just fucking stand in your way. No, I don't like Costco.
Oh man,
I like what Costco has to offer. I just don't like the people who go to Costco.
Understandable.
I mean,
it's like I don't like half the people that go to anywhere. So
middle of the day, you'd be walking in the aisle with your car, just happy-go-lucky. Walking past somebody, you just say, "Hi, how you doing?" Nod your head at you, and this is what they do. Like what? Chill the fuck out, people.
It's like, whoa! I did not piss in your brownies this morning.
Hell no.
Oh man, that's great. Yeah, we just had to say that for the podcast, everybody. We had a little discussion earlier, and had to say some of that for this. But
so now that that's over with, let's talk about what we've been playing.
Yeah, we've been playing that Blops 3 on Steam. I'm loving it. I'm actually gonna go purchase it tonight because you said it's still on sale for $15. So
yeah, so if I don't know if we linked the video or anything, but maybe we'll put a link in it this time. I have a video up on my page talking about the new multiplayer pack. It's a limited deal on the PC version where you can just get the straight up multiplayer for $15. So if that's something that sounds interesting to you, check out my video. I did a full breakdown on it, what it has and what it doesn't have. So yeah, for $15, it's hard to complain.
Yeah, I don't really know where you can go wrong there. I mean, you get the whole multiplayer experience. No DLC or campaign, but hey, nope. It's Call of Duty. That's what you're paying for the multiplayer.
So, now, I actually have I've got the full golden pack or whatever on PS4. You know, the $100 edition that came with like all the season pass and all that shit. So I've actually been playing it a little bit too, and I tried out remote play with it, and I tweeted out about it the other day. But it works, but I don't think it's something that I'm going to continue doing. It's just there's too much going on, and the Vita is almost just too cramped up.
Do you think if you got the trigger things, it would be better?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. When I had my original launch Vita, I had the trigger grips as well. And
I'm not talking about that one. I'm talking about the one that adds the L2.
Oh, yeah. No, maybe. Still, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just with that trigger grip that you're talking about, I'm still not 100% sure how you program it in with the game, because most of the time, like Black Ops, for instance, like when you're remote playing it, you have specific remote play controller options that you get to pick from. So I'm not sure how you link that up with that device or not.
I don't know
Wait.
either. I mean,
I know it had some kind of pressure sensitive pads on the back or something like that. I don't know. It might, but I'm not really sure it's worth me investing in that just to find out for Call of Duty.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to know, because it'd be better. It'd enhance my ESO experience and playing online with other games, because if it does mimic the L2R2 perfectly, then you basically have your whole controller there. So
Sure. Well, and you may not have the issue with it, because I know you've played Destiny with remote play. You got to remember, I'm just now getting into remote play. I never did it with my launch unit, so I'm still trying to get used to it.
Yeah. True. How is the community still thriving pretty good, or on PS4?
Oh, it's fantastic. It's much better than PC for sure. Really,
I noticed on PC we were playing hardcore.
Yeah,
and just seems like there's a lot of empty spots in our matches.
Well, and that's really how the last 2 or 3 iterations. Black Ops 2 still has a real good following on PC. Really, honestly, the first Modern Warfare and Black Ops 2 have the best following right now in the PC community. The rest of them are just kind of almost non-existent to a point. And that's mainly because a lot of PC gamers have kind of abandoned the Call of Duty series, and for good reasons. They don't really do good ports. They're kind of shit PC ports. And it started off as a PC franchise, and they've really taken that and catered toward the console players, which there's nothing wrong with that. But on the PC, there's much better options, like Battlefield, for instance, which is just amazing on the PC. I just had a nerdgasm there.
I see that.
There's
all in that visual expression right there.
There's also, on the PC, the number of really solid first-person shooters that you have far outweigh anything that you have on consoles. There's just so many options out there that a lot of gamers don't even realize. They think that the consoles have all these amazing first-person shooters, and they do. Don't get me wrong, but God, it's just the amount of free-to-play, like really solid free-to-play.
Look, last week me and Connor talked about the America's Army, the one put out by the government. We play that game, a couple nights a week, and it's fucking awesome. It's good graphics, they're decent. You got a decent gunplay, you got a thriving community. There's always people online playing, and it's free to play. What better is that?
I think we had a hiccup there, Blake. Technical difficulty, because you were frozen for like a solid 10 seconds.
Yeah, you just kind of switched back and forth black. But I think it's going now. Is it going?
Yeah, it sounds like it's going.
All right, yeah, okay. Excuse a little difficulty there. I don't think I'm going to cut that out, but because it's real quick. But
this is live and raw, man. Fucking blame it on Google.
Yeah, goddamn Google. I'll tell you what. But there's so many great free to play games on there. You got your Black Lights, your America's Army. What's that other game we were playing? Oh man, remember it was it's kind of like TF2, but they got rid of it. Man, it's kind of not. Wasn't it like Badlands or something like that? We don't have to Steam way back. But
there's
that was fun. There's tons of just first person shooters free to plays. It's amazing how many there are. You're right. So
you're talking about Brawl Busters.
No, the one it was a shooter before that.
Huh.
I think I played it and you were just about to play it, and then they got rid of it.
Gotcha. On my old YouTube channel, I actually used to do a weekly show on there talking about it was basically the Steam free game of the week. I would do a showcase on a specific free to play game every week, and obviously there's so many options on Steam. There's a lot of piss poor options, but there's also
there's a lot of shitty games. Dude.
There's also as many good ones. So
I got this one game called Soccer Clicker. All right, now you mean knowing me, I'm an anime guy. All right, I like seeing my anime waifus and my moes and goddesses and whatnot.
Sorry, what the fuck is a waifu and a moe?
Oh, so you have to get down the road to that, bro. You have to look that up sometime.
I'm not sure if I want to. Like, are we talking like octopus tentacles going on, like that kind of shit, or
no? Well, it depends on what kind of stuff you're getting down into.
You're talking Sakura, which is, or whatever the hell you said, and then did you say Clicker? Is that the name of it?
Yeah, it's called Soccer Clicker.
Yes, I don't even want to go there.
What it is? You think you're going to see something really cool? Nope. All you're sitting there doing is you're clicking your mouse, and you click your mouse on the person, and their clothes start coming off. Then you don't get to see nothing. It's as good as a new person.
God, I hope that was that a free to play game, or did you actually buy that shit?
That was a free to play game.
Okay.
Worst game I ever got on Steam, right there.
There's a lot of those style games on Steam and on the PC in general, and a lot of people are into it. So I mean, whatever floats your boat.
I don't know.
Call me sadistic, but I would rather shoot somebody in the face and take off some fucking 10-year-old schoolgirl's clothing.
I think there's a couple of them that are maybe 18. Maybe. I'm not into the lolly stuff so much now. The
red tube. What?
Red tube.
Oh
man. Let's have a podcast about that right now. So what else have you been playing since
I could go on for days with a podcast about that.
Oh my god.
Aficionado right here.
Let's move on here, folks. We don't stick on these topics for any given amount of time. What else have you been playing?
So another game that I've been putting a lot of time into, and it's extremely addicting, is Resogun. And if you're on PSN, like if you have a PS4 or Vita, and you don't have this game, I think it's on PS3 too. Actually, you don't have this game, you're doing something wrong. For one, it was literally the very first free PlayStation Plus game on the PS4, so you should have it if you had a launch unit. If not, go buy this game because it is just solid. It's so good. And I'm trying to get all the achievements, or I shouldn't say achievements, or the trophies on PlayStation Network.
Yeah, get the platinum.
Yeah. So I'm trying to get those on both the Vita version and the PS4 version. And they are different. The PS4 version does have more options. It's got a more robust multiplayer where you can actually create your ships and stuff like that. So,
is it a shmup?
Yeah. It's not. Yeah, it's a shmup. It's it's more of a twin stick shooter than a vertical shmup. That I think when you say shmup, a lot of people will think of vertical, like bullet hell shooter. This is it's a shooter, but it's more of a twin stick shooter.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've got it. I just never played it.
Oh god, dude, you're missing out. It's multiplayer too, so we should literally hop on that after this
Twitch
podcast.
night.
After this,
I don't know. I don't have it downloaded. How big is it download?
It's small. It wouldn't take very long at all.
All right. Well, if we don't do it tonight, later this week, everybody stay tuned. Twitch, we're gonna be playing some PS4.
I literally play that game every day. It's a memory base, so it's got 3 different levels and ranks, so you can go through. It's the same outcome each time you play it, so it changes depending on level, obviously. But I'm trying to basically memorize all the stuff in it. And it's difficult. It's got a good level of difficulty to it. So,
well, check it out. I haven't played any twin shooters or shmups it's been a while. It's been a good while.
I love them, man. They're kind of my go-to. Always have been.
Yeah, I know you always liked your shmups.
Yep.
But
good shit.
I see you've been playing Child of Light as well. How is that game?
It's good, man. It's I love the art style. they really who did that? Was it Ubisoft Montreal? Are they the ones who?
I believe so.
I think they're the ones who developed it. They hit it out of the park. The graphics and everything is just, it's amazing. It plays really well. The combat, man, it is hard as hell. Like I just keep getting my ass handed to me, but not to the point where it's frustrating me. Like I just keep coming back to it, and it's actually been my go-to mobile game. So I try not to stick around the house a lot during the day. Like I'll get out and go to the park or whatever, or go have lunch with a buddy. And that's the game I've been just kind of like, if I'm meeting somebody for lunch, I'll sit out in my truck and play it while I'm waiting on them to get there or whatever. And it's been good. It's one of those games that I feel like I could just pick up and play for 10 or 15 minutes and put it down and, be fine with that. So the only thing I'm irritated about is I bought it on Amazon, and the US edition was like $60. They had the European edition on there for $20 new, and it came with all the DLC. Now, granted, the DLC won't work with my US account, so I should probably do a giveaway on that to some of our Euro friends. And then I was talking to you about it, and
why didn't you go to GameStop at $17.99?
You told me GameStop had them there. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, it's at my local store, bro. I can go get you a copy all day.
For one, I don't do GameStop. I don't really go out and shop anyhow. I do all my shopping basically from online. So,
well, yes, I think we've established this.
And I'm not a fan of GameStop anyhow.
I've had some good deals, bad deals, but they always treat me right when I go in there. So, well, it's all good.
I don't know. I've always had this policy that I'm not buying a fucking brand new game that's been gutted. Just not doing it.
Oh no, I don't do that. No, I do not do that at all. If I go to GameStop, I'm either getting a pre-order that I pre-ordered, or I'm getting a used game that they have on sale. Only time I shop there.
A lot of time, man, though, their used game prices are just so shit. And I'll never pre-order anything from there. Not with options like Best Buy and Amazon where I get 20% off. I mean, why would I even contemplate the thought of going to GameStop?
It's not only that. I get most of my systems from there because I don't want my systems shipped in the mail. I want to pick them up day one. So the reason I got the Pokemon 3DS this past weekend, I wanted it day one. I didn't want to wait on Best Buy or whoever to ship it to my house. Second of all,
you had to get it day one just so you can put it on your shelf and not even use it.
No, I'm gonna use it because it's got Pokemon Red and Blue on it.
Okay, but have you used it yet?
No, I still.
Well, then it didn't even matter. You didn't even have to waste the time. You could have saved gas money. You could have fucking chilled at home, did something, but no.
Yeah, I don't want to listen about wasting money.
Brick and mortar stores, man, they're the thing of the past.
No, we just had one open up, so I'm pretty excited about it. Anyway, yeah, for example, this coming week, we got Zelda Wind Waker, not a Wind Waker, but Zelda Twilight Princess HD coming out. And the only reason I pre-ordered it from GameStop was because you get the soundtrack, where it's, to me, was worth the $10 that I would have saved by buying it from Amazon. So, yeah. Otherwise, I do have all my pre-orders from Amazon because 20% off is badass. I mean, you can't beat that. I mean, I've got NIS America pre-orders on there that I'm getting 20% off of and not have to pay any shipping. Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
You can't beat it. Best Buy beats it every day.
How? It's the same thing.
Nah, bro, you get rewards points.
Oh, yeah, rewards points. Yeah,
you know how much free shit I've gotten over the years with the rewards points? Dude, I'm a Platinum Elite member, or whatever the hell they call it. you got problems when you get that damn letter in the mail once or twice a year saying, you've hit Elite status. Like, oh, shit, I done spent too much money.
Please don't share this to the wife. God damn it, Cody, you ain't spent all that money at Best Buy again? God damn.
What she doesn't know won't hurt her.
Kate, don't listen to this podcast. I won't share this on her Facebook or anything.
I'm pretty sure she won't listen. She's never listened. In the 5 years that I've been podcasting, I'm pretty sure she's never listened to a single episode.
Yeah, I don't think she really gives a damn what we have to say.
Nope. Not at all.
I've kind of noticed that over the years. I've known you. She's kind of like just tunes you and me out. Just does what she's doing.
Yep, that's how she rolls.
Yep.
That's how we work. She tunes me out. I tune her out.
And the final game I see that you've been playing, that you're telling me about, which I'm kind of excited about, is Rise of the Tomb Raider.
Everybody should be excited about this.
This is the sequel to Tomb Raider, correct? The definitive edition.
Yeah, well, I mean, just Tomb Raider in general, but the 2013 release, which was my game of the year.
Yeah, I love that game, dude. I played it on the Xbox 360. Phenomenal game. Superb. I mean, I really enjoyed it. Yep.
So it recently came out, I think, at the end of November on PC, and I'm going to take back. I'm going to take back what I just said. I bought this at GameStop. I bought the digital version, obviously. GameStop.com had it on sale, which I caught off Cheap Ass Gamer for $18. So for $18, I was like, hell yeah, I'm picking that up.
Talk about gutted. Oh, that's a hell of a gutted copy you got.
That's PC gaming, bro.
I know.
They're off. Digital only, man. Digital
only. Fucking with you.
But yeah, for $18, I was like, I was going to pick this up anyhow. It was just a matter of time, and $18, I couldn't pass up on it. And it's a great game. Like I'm not very far. I'm only like 6% into it, like the first couple of chapters.
Is this out for Xbox One as well?
It first released on Xbox One a few months ago.
Oh, okay.
It was
keep my eyes out for
this was the huge timed exclusive Xbox had.
Okay.
And then later this year, I think it's actually like November or something like that, it'll be coming out on PS4.
Okay, I'll probably get on the Xbox One just because I got the last one on Xbox.
So I will tell people, though, there's a couple of options on the PC for this. You can get and I would suggest this heavily. We'll talk a little bit more in detail later on about why, but you can get the version that is on the Microsoft Store, or you can get the Steam Key version, and I would highly recommend getting the Steam Key version.
Oh, yeah. Steam's it's a good hosting thing to have all your stuff through.
Yep. So, but that's really all I've been playing over the last week and a half.
Yeah, like I said, I played Blops 3 with you, and by myself. Love that. Played some America's Army with Connor, and really I've been just getting back into Pokemon. My Pokemons are. I know it's Pokemon. I'm just fooling around, guys. I love it. I'm getting. Something about this 20th anniversary has rejuvenated my love for Pokemon, and
my love for it never really went away. I just went from physical trading cards to games back to
online trading cards.
Online trading cards, and I don't play it enough, but
yeah, we need to start doing that on Twitch too.
I still have it installed, and it's still a solid game. Like
I love that game.
I
was at Target today. Looking at all those new cards they got out.
Yeah, I was going to say they've got a new expansion out.
I really want to buy some of these.
What's it called? Breaking Point?
Yeah, Breaking Point.
Yeah. See, and this is why I don't go to Target anymore, because like the last 3 or 4 times I went to Target, I walked out of there with $100 bill of Pokemon cards. I buy those goddamn those booster box thing. It's not the actual booster box. I can't remember what
they call it a trainer box or something.
Yeah, something like that. They're like $40-$45 a pop, and I always come out there with 2 of them, and I'm just like,
yeah, I remember buying this motherfucker here was $25. Came with came with like 5 packs in it and all sorts of other random goodies.
Like here I am. I'm fucking 30 years old in the Target toy department back there with a bunch of Pokemon cards, walking up to the register thinking, now how the hell am I going to explain this to them if they ask me? I'm going to make up some bullshit that I'm buying it from my niece or my fucking nephew or something. And
it's my nephew's birthday party. I'm getting him some Pokemon cards.
But in all seriousness, though, I do love that game a lot. And,
bro, we were at Walmart the other night, and the reason I have that sitting out on my desk is because my buddy Dallas, you hear me talk about him, I go out with him a lot. around here. Him and I hit up a lot of the local places, and Games on Tap is one of them. We drink so much beer there; it's not even funny. But, we were playing Pokemon cards the other night. He brought his deck over, and I managed to find my deck that I had. And dude, it's amazing how just fun it is playing it. And we haven't played it in so long. We had to look up the rules. He tried doing some craziness. I'm like, you can't double evolve in one turn. What are you doing? He's like, yes, I can. I'm like, no, you can't. And it was funny looking up on the old rule book and whatnot. But we went to Walmart later that night. And, bro, they had this badass Pikachu EX box set. It was $39.99. I wanted it so bad. I'm like, I cannot justify myself spending $40 on 8 packs of Pokemon cards and some holographic shiny ones.
You know what, though? This is what, and I will constantly repeat this. This is what every other company out there making a TCG, Wizards of the Coast, take note. Pokemon does it right. In every booster pack, you also get a digital code for a digital booster pack.
Yeah. Yep.
That's just, it's amazing. So what I honestly,
that's why you and me buy the regular cards. Otherwise, we wouldn't buy them.
Well, and I'll be fair with you. I actually threw away a bunch of my regular cards. That's neither here nor there. But yeah, you get the pack, and then you actually get the digital booster pack along with it. So that's the only way to go, man.
Yeah, I mean, if I had to go back to playing a game right now, I would go back and play Pokemon just because of the fact that I have both avenues of play, online and in real life. Yeah. Where with Magic, I get the cards and then I can't really go play online with people.
Now, when I play physical Pokemon, I actually I don't build decks. I don't do deck building anymore. I actually buy the prepackaged packs, the put together decks already, and that's actually what I use to teach my wife how to play Pokemon, and Magic together as well.
Yeah, the pre-built decks are great, especially what they're coming out with now. I know last year they came out with the World Championship decks, and those were really cool. Like they were legitimately the same decks used at Worlds, card for card. Yeah. And heck, if you got that, dude, well, you're already, as long as you know how to play the game and understand it, well, you're already the deck of a champion. I mean, How can you lose? Well,
you can still lose because Blizzard, not Blizzard, but Wizard. They've been doing that for years with Magic, and I know I've had my fair share of losses with those tournament decks.
Yeah, I mean they're craziness though. But I've been playing Pokemon X and starting to EV train my Pokemon, getting my tournaments set up, my tournament party. Been doing that. Been playing Alpha Sapphire, trying to beat that.
See, that's kind of going real slow in it. That's when I get out of Pokemon, when they started talking about all this fucking EV training and all that crap. Like, you know what? I grew up in a generation where the whole principle is you just got to catch them all. You didn't on this damn EV training. There was only 151 Pokemon when I played.
Well, you know what? If you go buy yourself a 3DS, you can download Red and Blue and play with all 151 again.
I've still got my original copy of Red from when I was a kid.
All right, well, go play it then. Stop complaining.
I do. I play it like once a year.
Once a year.
I don't know why the hell that was funny to you.
Just like once a year. Once a year, I'll pull it out. I got it marked on my calendar. June 19th every year. Pull out Pokemon Red. Play some Charizard. No, but so that's pretty much all I've been doing. I haven't been doing a whole lot else. Just chilling, watching anime, fooling around on YouTube and whatnot. But yeah.
Cool, man.
Yeah. So let's go right into our next segment, which is just some game releases coming up here. You sent me a list of some pretty cool releases. We got.
Now, keep in mind, these are just releases for this week. So as long as this episode goes up reasonably quickly, this will be the most recent episode, or the most recent list of games coming out this week. And then there's a shit ton of games coming out this month, but just keep in mind this is just for March 1st through like the 6th.
All right, let's see. Oh, here's a good-looking game. First one you sent. That intrigues me. Lekind's Gun, third-person stealth action set during Cold War and World War II by Maximum Games. That seems pretty legit.
Yeah, I've seen this posted a couple times today on Twitter, and this one kind of caught me by surprise because I didn't know anything about it. I hadn't heard of it or anything like that.
No, it comes out on all the forums.
Yeah.
So,
yep.
Yeah, that's definitely. I'm a huge fan of World War II stuff, so that'll definitely be a checkout for me. Looks like you got Far Cry Primal came out today on PC. Gears of War Ultimate today on PC.
Yeah.
Some kind of point-and-click adventure game you got here, Deponia Doomsday.
Deponia is a big series on PC. This is the 5th game in the series now.
That sounds cool. Heavy Rain. You say if you pay $39.99, you get it bundled with the Beyond Two Souls.
Yeah.
So are they both for the PS4?
Yep. Yeah, Beyond Two Souls came out. It came out earlier. It's already been out.
Oh, okay.
But
so you get like a combo package.
Yeah, but I think this came out digital only.
Okay.
Don't quote me on that, but I think Heavy Rain, the only way you can get it on PS4 is digital. But it makes more sense, I guess, if you want to play both games. Obviously, because they're $30 a piece, or if you buy them together, it's $40. So you're gonna save $20 if you just buy the bundle.
Yeah, there's no point not buying the bundle. You got Iron Cast came out today, which is a Puzzle Quest meets FLT in a steampunk Victorian area roguelite.
Yeah, so I looked up some videos and I obviously looked the game up on the Steam profile. This is beyond my comprehension. I don't want nothing to do with that.
Yeah, I never played Puzzle. I mean, it's been a long time since I played Puzzle Quest.
But it came out on PS4 today, and then in a few days on the 4th, it'll come out on Xbox.
And there's McDroid. What is that? A McDonald's simulator?
No, it's a sci-fi tower defense game.
They should come out with the freaking McDonald's game. That'd be great.
With Ronald McDonald on there, that's like a fucking, I don't know, that's like a deep game waiting to happen.
Nah, dude, you could have you had like the main star be like
Hamburger.
Like the McNugget guy.
I didn't even know they had a McNugget guy.
Yeah, he's the chicken nugget.
Like a McRib.
Featuring us a slew of playable characters from Chicken McNugget to McRib to Filet-O-Fish to the McLobster roll.
They have a lobster roll at McDonald's?
Yeah, apparently they did last year. I watched that guy, Dame Drops, who he does nothing but fast food reviews. He's this pretty cool black guy that does like some seriously good food reviews. And apparently last year McDonald's had some kind of McLobster roll, and it looked like really delicious. I'm not gonna lie. It was only like $7.99.
The word look delicious. The words look delicious never goes with McDonald's.
Yeah, but you love them triple cheeseburgers,
brother. When I see McDonald's food, the only thing that runs past my mind is I'm gonna have the shits tonight.
Yeah, but you love them triple cheeseburgers.
I do love them triple cheeseburgers.
Then we got Mortal Kombat XL, which I'm guessing just includes all the DLC. Yeah,
this is basically I assume it includes all the DLC. It comes with the Mortal Kombat or the Kombat Pack 2. And then it also has access to all the, I guess, first generation DLC characters.
Probably like Jason Voorhees and all them guys.
So I'm assuming this is basically like their game of the year or their definitive, enhanced edition, whatever the fuck else they want to call it.
Yeah, these fighting games get ridiculous, man.
Yeah. All games do anymore.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they get, yeah. Return to Popolochris. A story of season.
Popular Croix. It's Popular Croix.
I'm sorry, it's French, everybody. Popular Croix was a game on the PSP, which was a fun little RPG to play. And sadly, they're not releasing it for the Vita, but it's going to be on the 3DS, and that comes out. When does that come out? Today.
Today.
So, yeah, it's got some simulation stuff in there. It kind of looks like it's been mashed up with Rune Factory, which, if you're familiar with Harvest Moon, it's kind of like a combat Harvest Moon. And this one looks like it has some of that kind of elements in here as well. So, looks good. Probably get it with a price drop because Popular Croix didn't last very long in price on the PSP. So, we'll see how long that one lasts.
Did Xseed publish the first one?
I believe so. Yes, sir.
Gotcha.
And then next up, we got Screen Cheat. What the hell is that game? A Screen Cheat.
This game
What?
This game looks badass.
That is split screen FPS where everyone is invisible.
Yes.
The players are forced to look at. What?
So this is one of those couch co-op games. This is one of those games where you need to invite 3 of your buddies over, and you just need to have a hell of a time. Because growing up, playing good old games like GoldenEye 007 shit. Like one of the things your friends would always get you on is like if you knew the map design, like they'd always call you a fucking screen cheater, right?
Oh yeah.
Well, that's the purpose of this game. Like you can't see yourself, you can't see so you have to look at the other players' screens to figure out what's going on and kill them.
Oh, that's insane.
So I'm excited for that. What's funny is that almost all these games that we've talked about, these like indie type games that are releasing on consoles, these have all been out on PC for like at least the last couple of years.
Hey, at least consoles are getting them finally. So
yeah, no, that's awesome. I mean, I'm glad that this console generation is starting to accept more indie titles, like good indie titles.
Yeah. Next up here, we got Square Heroes, which is a multiplayer twin stick shooter. It comes out for the PS4 today. Square here, is that from like Square Enix or just named Square Heroes?
Just Square Heroes.
Okay.
If you want to pick it up on Steam right now, it's on sale for like $1.
Oh, well, that's pretty cheap.
$1 or $2, yeah.
Yeah. Trulon, the Shadow Engine, it's a Strada RPG based on a new novel from Jake Koch of Shadowrun fame. Well, that'll probably be pretty good. Here's a game I passed on getting, Witch in the 100 Nights Revival Edition. I just didn't feel like paying. I didn't like the first game enough to pay another $80 for another collector's edition of the same game remastered for the PS4. So I passed on that one from NIS.
No, if they released this on the Vita, they would have had my money.
If they released it on the Vita, I would have bought it again. Only because it would be on the Vita. And the more games that come out on the Vita, the more I want to support them. So
yep.
Bad thing is, I think even with the collector's edition for the PS4, they gave you the same goddamn Nindroid. Like, really? I'm paying $80 for this game? You're going to give me the same little damn toy you gave me on the last one? Come on. Get out of here. And then we got Blaze Blue. Chrono Phantasma Extended Edition for the PC comes out tomorrow. It's pretty much just the most updated Blaze Blue for the PC. Crazy Pixel Streaker, which is a sports brawler with roguelike elements. Your speed chaos in the... Oh, dude, that sounds hilarious.
You should go look at the Steam profile on it. It looks ridiculous. It's cheap. It's another one that looks like it'd be a fun multiplayer with a couple buddies.
Yeah, that looks hilarious, man. You're like running on the field naked. Oh. Then we got Gunscape, which is an FPS world building hybrid coming out tomorrow. Which, that sounds pretty hardcore.
I mean, think in this sense, this game is, think of Minecraft, but as a first-person shooter.
Oh, okay. That sounds cool. This is what sounds cool. Black Desert Online sandbox oriented MMORPG.
Yeah, there's a lot of good videos in this online. It's been in development for 6 years now. I think development began in 2010. A lot of the initial release, it's had a couple different like almost like alpha beta releases type deals. I don't from the videos I saw online, if I remember right, if this is the right game I'm thinking about, there wasn't a whole lot of like growth in the actual game itself. But the character customization and the graphics are phenomenal. Like they just blew it out of the park with this one.
That sounds pretty legit. I might have to be looking into that.
The bad thing though is like with these action based like MMOs though, like if the combat and the action itself is just it's not there, then it doesn't matter how good the game looks. It's just not worth it.
Yeah, it's not going to go anywhere.
Nope.
Skipping down a little bit here, we got Warhammer Arcane Magic, strategy turn-based board game set in the Warhammer universe.
Yep.
So I know you used to play the Warhammer games a lot, didn't you?
Yeah. Well, no. I didn't play hardly any. I have almost all of them, but I don't really play the strategy games. Now I got into the first-person shooter game that came out a few years back, which I love.
40K.
Yeah, but most of your Warhammer games are strategy-based games, and that's really not my cup of tea anymore.
Yeah, it take a long time to play those games.
Yep.
Then we got Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess coming out this weekend, the HD remake for the Wii U. I'm getting that from GameStop with the Amiibo edition because you get a free soundtrack. I know the Amiibo edition sold out pretty quick, so if you still can get your pre-order in or find one, the Amiibo is supposed to go with whatever the new Zelda game coming out is. So you're supposed to be able to use it with that. So
interesting.
I don't know what that's about, but I don't collect the Amiibos. I just like the Midna character or the Wolf Link. So that's the only reason I'm getting it. I only buy Amiibos that I think look cool as the little figures. I don't use them. But then we got Path of Exile Ascendancy. Heard of the Path of Exile series. I just never played them. I know there's a bunch of them. And
there's only one of them. It's a Diablo clone. It's a free-to-play Diablo clone.
Is there only one of them?
Yeah.
I thought there's a couple of them.
Nope. So this game, like when Diablo 3 came out, it pissed a lot of people off, including myself. And if you want a true to form game that is just like Diablo 2 but better in so many ways, this is the game for you to play.
Awesome. And this is what I was most excited about. I can't wait to get down here to the bottom because, guys, on March 4th, the game to end all games comes out, and that is Ultimate Chicken Horse for the PC.
Now, so when I was doing research on this, of course, the first thing I do is pull up Steam to look at it, right? And this game looks retarded, but it looks so good at the same time. Like it's a world building platformer game. So you think of this like the recent Mario game came out, the one where you build levels and stuff.
Yeah.
So this is like that. You're building your own platforming levels for you and your buddies to compete on. And
is it a little Big Planet-esque?
Yeah, but it's graphically speaking, it's
more Mario-esque.
No, it's very flat, very dull. The color palette is very dull, and your farm animals, like literally, there's a chicken and a horse. I saw a screenshot with some raccoons in it. So I'm not really sure what's going on, but I do believe I will pick this up.
I saw some raccoons and oh man,
it's exactly like that though. Like you literally design and build your own platforming levels, and then you go through and you play it, and you compete with your friends and stuff to try to beat it.
Oh boy!
Only on PC, man. Only on PC. That's how we do it.
Oh man. Well, right here, guys. Before we get into our gaming news, we're gonna take a quick break, and I'll be telling you about a local spot in my town that there's a good shout out. They just opened up, and Stay tuned. Hey guys, Blake from Blake's Game Room back with you again, and today I'm going to tell you all about a local spot in town called the Arcade 80s. Now this is a really cool spot because this is a retro video game store that we haven't had in town for a long time. They buy, sell, and trade. They give you better prices than GameStop on all your current gen games. They have unbelievable deals on imported games, rare games, collector's editions, boxed items, I mean anything that you can really think of for your video game collection. But not only that, they also sell vintage toys and comics, which is very cool. So they have some awesome, old Friday the 13th, Chucky's, horror movie kind of old toys and stuff like that in there. They got your Pop figures and all that as well, your reaction figures from Pop as well, Funko, all kinds of cool stuff. They also have arcade machines. They have 3 up front, some more in the back that are getting worked on, I believe, and those will be up and running soon. They also have a back room that is available for $5 a month to go back and play video games and Magic the Gathering and Pokemon cards, Yu-Gi-Oh cards, the like. But yeah, definitely check them out. It's the Arcade 80s. They're located on 5658 Cypress Gardens Boulevard, Winter Haven, Florida, right next to the Island Grill back in the Gold's Gym Plaza. And I'm telling Blake sent you over there, and check them out. Alright, welcome back everybody, and we're going to get right into some game news. First up is some Sony news that we got. They have released a 3.50 update for the PS4 that is coming out on March 2nd.
No. It's not out yet. It's available for beta
test.
For the beta test. Yeah.
Okay, so it'll be the next update that they're going to come out with.
Musashi.
Is that the code name? Musashi?
It's code name Musashi.
Oh my god. Did South Park get a hold of this? That sounds just like so racist. That's Sony's code name. Friend online notifications appear offline. I like that, dude. If I could get that appear offline, oh my god. People, leave me alone. Leave me alone, people. Oh. User scheduled events, play together, join players from within parties. That's something that needs to happen. Daily motion broadcasting. I don't really use that.
I'd go back to the user scheduled events. That's going to be a big thing for me, or really for anybody who wants to actual schedule like an actual game night or anything like that. Like with your viewers on here or whatever. Like if you want to say like, hey, we're going to be on PS4 playing ESO on such and such game night. I know you have similar options like that with the whole guild thing on there. But like this will be just like set up this thing, and you can add all these people to the party, and when that night comes, it will automatically send that notification out, and it'll put them in that party for you. So they don't have to go through and do anything or be reminded. Like it'll automatically put them in the party.
Oh, sweet.
Yep.
That's going to be nice. Well, that'll come in handy for even scheduled guild events.
Yeah.
So that's pretty awesome. And then what is this remote play PC and Mac?
Yeah, buddy.
Are they getting into some Xbox world here?
That's exactly what it says, and that's why I am so pumped for 3.5. Like this is going to bring. Man. I'm already so pumped for buying the Vita and having that whole connectivity. But let's face it, I spend most of my time sitting my fat ass right in front of this computer where I'm sitting right now. So having the remote play option to be able to, I can play my PS4 in here on the big screen.
Oh yeah.
Now, what they need to do is give you the option to use keyboard and mouse. Then it'll be all gravy.
Your keyboard and mouse.
But yeah, dude, that's huge. Remote play with PC and Mac.
Yeah, that's gonna be. That's gonna change. It's gonna change some games on. Because that was like an Xbox only deal. Where you could play your Xbox games, stream them onto your Windows 10, and all that. Yeah. That's gonna hurt Xbox a little bit, I think.
What's going to be awesome about that, if you think about that, the fact that it's on Mac as well. How many people have Macs?
Ah, yeah, true.
I've got my MacBook, so if I'm on vacation and I want to play a little PS4 on a bigger screen than my Vita, pull up my MacBook Pro, hook up my PS4 remote to it, and play some PS4 games.
There you go.
How badass is that?
That's pretty sweet. But this is not so good news. We have the PlayStation Vita TV getting discontinued in Japan, and you also said in the West it got discontinued as well.
Yeah, so they made it official that it was discontinued in Japan. But I saw a couple of posts where an article, somebody had actually talked to a U.S. representative about it as well, and they actually said that it's been discontinued here in the West for a while now.
Yeah, I've noticed that because they've been really cheap at GameStop used, and a lot of people have had them on sale. I've seen you can get them from below $30 used at GameStop to $50 new for the bundle at some places that come with the PS3 controller.
Yeah.
So, I mean, let me put it this way. If you own 2 TVs in your house, or you own 2 bedrooms or something, and you have a PlayStation 4, and you want to experience the Vita library whatsoever, you should go buy yourself one of these things. Because one, you're going to be able to play the Vita, a lot of its games, which are relatively cheap, for under $50. You're going to get a system. You're going to be able to watch, I believe you're going to be able to watch your YouTube, and I believe Netflix. Hulu, I'm not positive about. And then you're also going to be able to stream your PlayStation 4, which has Hulu and all that anyway. So, you can just stream it off of that. But, yeah, it's a little console. It's literally this big, guys. It's this big. It's like the size of a Game Boy Micro. Maybe just slightly larger. And, I mean, it's amazing. I love mine. Mine works great with the PS3 controller. Haven't had any problems out of it. And, for under $50 you can get one. I don't see why you wouldn't. But, yeah. PSP Store, I saw this, and I'm glad you brought it up, is closing down. You can no longer get any of your downloads on your PSP without having to go through your PS3. And I don't know. I guess I don't know what that is. What's the UMD Passport program?
So the UMD Passport program was a pretty big deal. And it really went into effect when they came out with the PSP Go. It was basically they had a program almost like the DVD to Blu-ray function that a lot of places have, where if you had the game on UMD disc, they gave you the option to also download it via digital as long as you showed like proof that you had the game physically.
Oh, did you have to pay any more money for it?
That I don't recall, because I don't remember if that actually came to the West or not. Again,
I know they had it in the UK.
By the time the PSP Go came around, I was kind of done with the PSP. I hadn't been playing it much, and I kind of at that point lost interest, so I wasn't really following it. So I don't know. You would know better than me if it actually came to the US or not, but.
Yeah, I don't think it ever did. I know Europe and the UK, I believe, had that program, and I'm sure Japan had that program.
Oh yeah, Japan definitely had it.
Yeah, but I don't believe ever got it, and that's what was kind of the flop of the PSP Go here, because we kind of did get boned on not being able to get any transferable games, but.
Well, and this is really a slap in the face to anybody who actually purchased the PSP Go.
Yeah, I mean, I can. So it's not too hard, I guess, to go to download through the PC, but it's still kind of stupid.
Well, it's going to get to the point, though, like, okay, this is coming from a guy who's a strong advocate of digital media. I love digital content. I love digital movies. I love digital games. Obviously, I'm a PC gamer, so I've had to become accustomed to digital gaming. But this is what scares me about going digital with consoles, which is a decision that I decided to do last year. I went all digital with the PS4 and Xbox One, which I like. I like having that ability just to pop open or turn on my console and play any game I want without having to get my lazy ass off my couch and swap discs. It's an amazing thing, right? So, but this is making me lose faith and trust in actually going all digital on the consoles. Because guess what? They're completely taking down the store for the PSP. You don't have access on your PSP anymore. How do you know in a year or two they're not going to take away those games off the PSN, period, to where you're not going to have access to download those games that you purchased? And that goes for, it could be the PSP, it could be the PS Vita before we know it.
Mm-hmm.
It could be the PS4, it could be the PS3. At some point in time, these companies are no longer going to support having this content up on their servers. Now, Steam is a completely different situation. It doesn't matter if that game's 20 years old. People are still going to buy that if it's up there, so they're leaving it up there, right?
Yep.
That's what their entire platform's been based on since day one. But at some point, these companies, they're going to take this stuff down. And this really is the first go at it. We saw it with Nintendo. They took away all online multiplayer access to the Wii and the original DS. Mm-hmm. And now we're seeing it with Sony, and they're literally taking away the store for it. So you're not going to be able to access the PSN store through that.
Yeah, which really sucks because, let's say you did, get a PSP that hadn't been updated, or, you had some games to download on it or what have you, and it's just going to be a pain in the ass to try to, having to go to the website and whatnot and plug it in and not being able to do it right off the console.
So this is a word to the wise. In episode 2, Blake made a big statement about everybody should own a PSP. Do not go out and buy a PSP Go because you're going to be extremely disappointed.
No, yeah, you're going to get boned.
So this is just our statement out there. Don't go out if you're a collector or if you're just wanting to get into the PSP and you had never played it before. Don't buy the Go because it's not going to be a functional system for you.
Nope. Unless you go and you buy every game you want right now, and you download that son of a bitch on there, and there's no point in getting to Go.
Nope.
Sorry. But, I found my Go the other day. Did I mention that on the other one? I don't know.
I don't recall if you did or not.
Yeah, I found it the other day. I don't even know if it has anything on it. I had to plug it in. But I didn't know I had a Go. I don't even remember buying one.
Of course you don't.
Shut up.
You're the king of buying video games and never fucking played them.
All right, anyway. Number one collector.
Right there.
Number one collector, sir. Number one collector. All right. Anyway, Microsoft's up next. Looks like we just got a couple games that have come out. Gears of War Ultimate Edition is down to $30.
It just came out today, and that's the price that it released at.
Okay. I see Windows 10 games. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a Microsoft Store exclusive.
Riddled with problems.
This game's a shit fest. There was no.
What was that about y'all's PCs being master races? You can't even play the damn game.
Chill out for a minute.
Hey,
this is the initial problem that I was talking about with Microsoft's closed ecosystem, which is something we don't need. We don't need that anymore. We've got Steam. We've got EA. I see what they're doing. I don't even like EA Origin, but it's at the point now where it's actually a solid system. We've got good old games. Great, solid system. We got Uplay, which is a mess. That's why I don't even buy Ubisoft games anymore. Fuck Uplay. That's just the worst thing in the world. And now we got the Microsoft Store, which is a travesty. It's just a mess. One, there was no PR for this game. Nobody even knew it was coming out today. Like, we found out by people posting tweets saying, "Oh, Gears of War Ultimate Edition on PC is now available today." Like, what the hell? What we're going to know about this?
Wouldn't that be a pretty big announcement for PC gamers?
Yeah, you would think, but it's not. So here it's riddled with problems. You got that part right. If you own an AMD graphics card, this game is basically non-playable at all. I don't care if you have a high-end, low-end, mid-range whatsoever. 390X, you're getting like 15 frames per second.
Yo, that's why it's all about that Intel, baby.
Fury, you're getting like 15 frames per second. The new R9 Nano, you're getting like 15 frames per second. I mean, it's just a piece of shit. Now they are running good on NVIDIA. The only problem right now is that there's no support for G-Sync, or they're having issues with it, so they're actually telling you to go into the drivers and disable G-Sync. So again, just a hot mess there. Games on it, in this game in particular, has forced window mode, which what? What?
Come on.
Forced V-Sync, which again, what? Why would that be a forced option? There's no, this one's not big for me, but there's no SL high or crossfire support. They keep touting with this that DirectX 12, 4K support. If you look at any of these new console games like this game, Tomb Raider, the new Forza game coming out, Quantum Break, they keep talking about the new 12X with 4K support. It doesn't have any freaking crossfire or SLI. You know how many GPUs out there could actually support gaming at 4K without being SLI or crossfire? Like, hey, what the hell? Like, you can't do that. You can't push 4K pixels at 60 frames per second with a standalone graphics card. It's not going to work.
That's crazy.
People still. This is just a hot mess, man. This is what I was saying earlier with Tomb Raider. Don't buy this game. I mean, it's just don't buy anything off the Microsoft Store. Like this thing, it needs to go away.
So everybody, let's get a petition. Don't buy from the Microsoft Store unless you're buying a physical game off of their actual store website.
The only way well, when I keep saying Microsoft Store, I'm specifically talking about Windows 10. There is a Microsoft. It's the App Store for Windows 10.
Oh, okay.
I'm not talking about MicrosoftStore.com or physical store. This is the Microsoft Store app for Windows 10. Yeah, it's terrible. Don't do it. The only way that I can see this being successful for them, like Games for Windows Live, come on, you guys fucked that up royally. Like, you lost PC gamers there. So, and you're coming back with this, and it's not working so far. What you're doing with Quantum Break, that's not a bad deal. You buy it on Xbox One, you get a free copy on PC.
That's all right.
I could see that. But for PC gamers who don't have an Xbox One, like, well, that's still not doing you any good, right?
Yeah.
Works for me.
Yeah.
But that's not doing anybody else good. That's a strict PC gamer. So I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
It needs to go away. It needs to go away. Like, it's terrible.
It sounds like their clients just.
I mean, force window mode, force VSync.
How about now? Is this game on Windows 2, or is this actually coming out on Xbox? Or is it 6 Apex?
This is a Windows 10 release for the spring.
So this is going to be another PC game.
Yeah, they're really pushing this whole Xbox games on PC. Microsoft's really pushing Xbox and Windows 10 gaming. That's what a lot of their stuff's going to, is Xbox and Windows 10, which is good. You know, they really need to start winning PC gamers back because, again, like I said, Games for Windows Live.
Oh, dude, it's going to be a free device.
So yeah, it's going to be free. Okay. I don't get what this is. I don't know what they're doing here. So this game is ending quotes from this is actually from the Microsoft website. It's going to be a powerful demonstration of Forza tech. Whatever the hell that means. I don't know. I don't need to know what the hell Forza tech is. I just want the game. So you're going to have a career mode that's going to be a 12 event and, again, showcase tour. So essentially, this is a glorified demo, right? That's all this is. You're going to have 63 available cars, which sounds awesome, with fully functioning Forza Vista. Again, I don't know what the hell a Forza Vista is.
Yeah.
Enabled cars with working cockpits and full damage. Awesome. You're going to have 20 tracks. What the hell is
pretty good for a demo?
Yeah, but here's the thing. You've got Forza 6 out there.
Oh, dude, I bet you this is going to be like the prologue.
Yeah, which is bullshit. It's bullshit. You got Forza 6 that's already out there. It's a game that is fully released, built and based on a PC architecture platform on the Xbox One. Take Forza 6 and put that shit on the PC. I would be glad to pay $60 to buy that on PC.
Maybe Forza 6 Apex is the same thing. They just took certain ones out.
Sounds like they pretty much gutted the game if that's the case.
Yeah.
I mean, you're only going to have
12.
That's what
I'm getting, because they kept the 6 in there. I think they gutted the game, and they want to see how well it's going to work on PC. And then I think maybe when your Forza 7 or your next Horizon comes out, then they'll release it simultaneously, maybe with the PC.
I mean, that's the goal. That's Microsoft's goal in general.
Yeah.
Microsoft wants to start releasing these games that are coming out. They're exclusive games that are coming out on Xbox One and PC together.
Which I don't blame them. I mean, they're money makers.
Well, if they keep their bullshit up with this damn Microsoft store, there ain't gonna be no damn money makers.
No, but I mean that's their 2 main money makers. So if they can get them coinciding.
The thing is, I have all the faith in the developers themselves. Like Turn 10, they are literally one of my favorite developers, and I have complete faith in them. But if they have to release a game onto a platform that forces windowed mode, forces VSync, and all this other bullshit, like at that point, you can't blame the developer. You blame the shitty platform. And that shitty platform is going to be Windows 10 games.
Very true.
That's all there is to it. It's games for Windows Live 2.0. Microsoft, cut that shit out now.
Yeah, get that shit on the download quick, because that ain't worth a dang.
I know. I like their direction. I like the fact that they want to release these big Xbox One games on PC simultaneously. I get that they want to have a unified platform. They want to have Xbox and Windows 10 games. They don't just want to have Xbox exclusives and then any of their other games ported to Steam or whatever. I get the closed ecosystem. EA did it. I understand why EA did it, and in the end, it ended up being a good deal. Would I prefer everything to be on Steam? Sure. Is a monopoly the best thing out there? No, never is, never will be. But the route that they're taking right now, it makes no sense, and it's showing, because it's just, come on, you have a $500 GPU and you're not able to achieve more than 15 frames per second? What?
Get your head out your ass, Microsoft. Get your shit fixed.
I don't know. They sent an email to a lot of people.
All right, hold on. As Snoop Dogg once said a couple months back, Microsoft, get your shit fixed, or I'm gonna be going to Sony, because they know what the fuck they be doing.
They all have their problems, but I mean, come on. On Gears of War, did nobody you guys were releasing this on PC? Did nobody go out and buy some damn graphics cards and test this shit?
Did they not test it on their own graphics cards?
Like, come on, man. What you have, one fucking GTX 970 back there that you decided to play it all that? Oh yeah, this plays fine. Let's release this shit.
You know that one guy that's like an AMD dude that works for y'all, and they didn't say, "Hey Jeff, let us borrow your computer for a second."
Well, here's the funny thing: this game is running on AMD hardware. What do you think the damn Xbox has in it? It's all AMD.
Yeah, that's hilarious. It's sad, but hilarious.
It really is. Which I don't care, because this game was a broken mess on Xbox. It's already dead, really, on Xbox. And if you truly want Gears of War, I mean, this is Gears of War 1, right? Yeah. So if you truly want Gears of War 1, it was released on PC originally. Go buy that. Get all the mod packs for it. It's got a great modded community and all that shit. So if that's how you want to play it, that's the way to play it.
Oh, yep. Getting into our last thing tonight, we'll kind of be quick about it, because we have gone a little bit over again. Kanye West, your man Kanye, I know he's one of your favorites. He decided to name his next album TurboGrafx 16. How do you feel about that?
Kanye. When I think Kanye, I think #asshat. That's all Kanye West is. He's a fucking asshat.
Now the reason he made this. He had this come to mind. Is because he was feeling some super nerd vibes, and that was his favorite system growing up as a child. Now, here's what we're going to talk about real quick here this evening. Is go ahead and call it what you want, Kanye. We don't give a shit because neither one of us are probably going to listen to your shit anyway. But, Cody, what was your favorite system growing up? Real briefly.
Yeah, dude, I don't know if I can be brief about this. I honestly don't know if I had a favorite system. I grew up in an era of amazingness. I had the NES, the PS1. I mean, I could go, like, I'd say ages like 2 to 5. Like, my favorite was NES. And then when the Genesis came out, you know, I started playing Genesis. When the PS1 came out, that, Dreamcast, all that. If I had to pick one, though, like, it would probably be the PS1 because that was the one system that we would literally, like, my family would get together, me, my cousins, my uncles, and we would have, like, it'd probably be like every other weekend, but we would have all-night game sessions. We played the shit out of Tobal number 1. Like, we would literally play Tobal number 1 between all of me, my cousins, and uncles for, like, 6 to 8 hours straight. Like, we'd be playing into, like, 5, 6 a.m. in the morning.
Damn. That's pretty sweet.
So if I had to absolutely pick one just based off nostalgia and past experiences, you know, getting my family and stuff together, it'd probably be the PlayStation 1.
That's totally understandable. Mine would have to be once again, you know, when I was young, you know, around 3 to 5 years old, of course, it was the NES because that was the only thing I had. For me, I'm going to probably go with the N64 because that was my main console I had growing up as a kid, playing 007 GoldenEye. Now, understand that my parents were a little different back then. They didn't really like having kids over at the house, so I never really, and I wasn't allowed to bring my console anywhere. So I only really played that by myself. And so I never played against anybody as a kid growing up, until I got older. And we started playing it. But, downstairs we had a Sega Genesis, and that was kind of outside on the porch. And that's what we played outside with my friends, was we would play Sega Genesis. But as far as the 64, I can just remember myself playing NBA Live 98, all of the sports games, NFL Quarterback Club, love that game so much. NASCAR 98, 98 was a really good year for sports games in general. I think King Griffey Jr., that was either 97 or 98 baseball, one of the best baseball games I've ever played. Then you had
all about that 94, bro.
Then he had, of course, the Mario games, Super Mario Kart 64, Super Smash Bros. Bro, I don't know how many hours I put in Smash Brothers playing that as a kid. Oh my god, unlocking Jigglypuff and I think Luigi and all that stuff, dude. It was crazy. Yeah, 64. Definitely my childhood system growing up. The last part is questions for the week. We didn't really have any this week, unfortunately. We had some from last week left over, or actually just one. And that is, what is your favorite member of the Ginyu Force? And that was from our buddy, I believe, Jeff, if I'm right, if I remember correctly. Yes, good buddy Jeff Spokesman. You remember Dragon Ball Z, Cody?
Yeah.
Who was your favorite member of the Ginyu Force?
Probably Jace.
Jace, yeah. Yeah, I always liked him growing up. Mine would have to be, mine'd probably be the same, Jace. I always liked him growing up. He had that Australian accent.
Right, and... You know, and he wasn't just, I mean, everybody else in the Keyforce was just a bunch of tards.
Yeah, they're really stupid.
And he was the coolest looking one. Like he was the closest one that looked like an actual warrior, like a Saiyan type warrior. The rest of them, they were all aliens and stuff like that. And it was cool, but again, the Australian accent and all that. And
yeah, I thought his hair was so cool, dude. Like it was like a white, fluffy hair.
It's funny. Well, like when I'm in character creations and stuff, in RPGs, and I did this in Xenoverse as well. Like all my characters, I always use white hair.
Oh, do you?
Yep.
Because of Jace.
I don't know if it's because Jace or not, but it's kind of funny that it worked out that way. But yeah, I always like when I do character creations and stuff, I always pick white hair.
Huh, that's strange. But yeah, Jace is pretty cool. I think Raccoon's kind of a gay faggot. Goldo's a dumbass.
Damn, PC, bro. PC.
Now this is explicit, bro. This is in the explicit section of Automatic. I tell you. Then we got Captain Ginyu. That was all right. And then who's the other guy? Birder. I thought he was kind of an idiot.
Yeah.
All right. So that does the podcast for tonight, folks. Hope you all enjoyed listening to all we had to talk about this evening. Down in the comments below, what was your favorite gaming system growing up as a child? It could be a handheld, it could be a PC, it could be any system you want, from Atari to television, whatever you had growing up. So let us know down in the comment section below, and remember to check us out on Podomatic.com. A link for that will be down below where you can download this podcast. And Cody, where can they find you, sir?
You can find me on Twitter at Cody J. Ash.
And where can they find you on YouTube?
YouTube at Beardface Gamer.
All right. All his links will be down below with his last video with the Call of Duty. So if you haven't seen that, definitely go check him out with that. And we'll see you back here next time, guys. This has been Blake and Blake's Game Room Podcast. Peace out.
See you guys.